Death of Ivan Ilych is about the pitiful life of Ivan Ilych and his pitiful death. Ivan Ilych conforms his life to society and keeps his personal life and his work life separate from each other, and he idolizes those with power ahead of him. In his official work, he is sure to keep all personal matters out. He likes to keep his family separate from his personal life. And in his personal life, he adopts a fixed attitude towards his family. So he keeps his work separate from his family, and he treats both in a very mediocre type of way. Now, how am I not like Ivan? The truth is that I'm probably more like Ivan than not. The reason for this is because society forces us into this conformed behavior, because we're told to keep our personal lives separate from our professional lives. And to go about life in this way makes it hard to not conform to these values and act in this way. For instance, Ivan sought after a higher paying job and went through extreme measures to get that. However, when he got that, it didn't make any difference in his life. He had the same morals and the same values and treated both his work life and his family life in the same way. So, aside from me being a college student who's told to keep my personal affairs out of my education, there's some ways in which I defy the Ivan Ilych standard. For instance, I play the violin, and the violin is what connects all different aspects of my life into one mesh. For instance, I play my violin academically, I play it privately within my personal life, and as a result it allows these two completely separate worlds to kind of mesh together. And granted, I may not bring my personal life into the educational part, because to be quite honest, how can you do that as a college student? For people who truly defy the Ivan Ilych standard, they have an object they are just completely obsessed with, and they pursue it in every aspect of their life, in their work and in their personal life. For instance, some of the greatest musicians don't have the boundary I have with the violin. They let it spew over all aspects of their life. And inventors, for instance, the people who invent the greatest things, they are passionate about it and strictly pursue that object. However, in today's society, where we work in a professional workforce and we go to a university, there are certain expectations to avoid bringing other aspects to different areas of your life. Where one thing might be appropriate in your personal life, it's extremely inappropriate in the workforce. And granted, there are reasons for this. However, it is this Ivan Ilych approach to life that makes it extremely difficult to not fall into the same norms as him. There's one other way that I'm not like Ivan Ilych, however, and that is I do what makes me happy now. I don't sought after others' ideals and dreams. I go after my own. And one way I've done this is quite recently I've quit the Gold Shirt program, because I'm a strong believer in doing what makes you happy now. And I didn't want to be caught by the ties of maybe not wanting to be an engineer and being pulled down and not being able to escape, much like Ivan Ilych. So I decided to leave the Gold Trip program and pursue passions at the university that I otherwise wouldn't have been able to. And while, yes, it was a hard decision to make, it was also a demonstration of how, at the core of my being, I am not Ivan Ilych.